It's Thursday Night Live with the Chain Gang Sports Show. Great to have everyone on board as we broadcast live from the Flagler Voice podcast studio, powered by the U.S. News and Entertainment Network. Things are truly better with us. Give us a call tonight, 386-251-8100. Talk sports, your favorite teams, your favorite leagues. So much going on. NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs. Hey, even the ponies at the track as of Saturday, first Saturday in May. It's the Kentucky Derby, the 152nd running of it. Give us a like, a follow, share. Feel free to subscribe. The Chain Gang Sports Show on a Thursday night. And what better time to get things going than with Tommy Thunder, who's always ready to talk Philly sports. We want to thank our food sponsor tonight, Karaoke Courtney. You've got the info on hand there. I thought I'd give you a second.
Good evening, everyone. We are live from the Flagler Voice podcast studio.
That's right. We are ready to take your calls. 386-251-8100. Let's hear from you.
Here we go. Call 386-251-8100. Let's go. Call now.
Hey, once again, big night of sports. Once again, it's NHL, NBA playoff action. We've got Major League Baseball. Oh, man, everything's going on at once. Thursday Night Live, Chain Gang Sports Show. Again, give us a call, 386-251-8100. Always good to hear from you. Also, your emails are always appreciated. And, on Thursday nights at 6:30 to 7:30, nothing like a live show. That's all we ever do, but this is actually going out live. Tommy Thunder, Karaoke Courtney. Oh, I'm doing great. I hope you guys are too. It's been a great week of sports. We've got our food sponsor in the house.
Oh, yeah. So if you're craving a real authentic cheesesteak, look no further than Original Philly Cheesesteak. We got the hats on tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Right here in Palm Coast, loaded with flavor, served hot every time. This is the spot locals are actually talking about. It's located at 1755 Palm Coast Parkway, Palm Coast, Florida, and their phone number is 386-225-4198.
Ooh, very good.
Hey, listen, I followed these guys. I was a groupie. They have a food truck that they started with before they opened this. They just opened up Monday or Tuesday. And Brian is one of the owners and just really good guy. True Philly guy. He told me pulled over yesterday to go watch the last 2 minutes of the Flyer game. So, true Philly, Pete, true Philly. And I would actually stalk him. I actually caught him running down the road, US 1, saw the truck. I flipped around and chased him. No kidding. It's that good. And I'm a New York guy, but the Philly cheesesteak, which I told you is made, if nobody knows, this is the original Philly cheesesteak is made with Cheese Whiz. But they got it down to a science. The bread, the meat, real shaved ribeye comes down from Philly, everything from Philly. It's amazing.
They got it all. And
they do.
Right here, local favorite. I like the hat.
The hats are nice. Was I on camera yet? I better have been. Yeah.
How could we miss it?
Yeah, that's true. Good point. But I mean, yeah, these are nice hats. I was proud to have the hat. But like I said, they are going to have a grand opening on the 23rd of May. I hope everybody can come out and attend. Saturday the 23rd.
Saturday the 23rd.
Yeah, we were in there. We talked to him today.
Yeah, May 23rd.
She wants to do it on a Saturday, and I don't blame her. It's a good day. People are off. Get along a bigger crowd, and they're used to doing the food truck specials. So so it's good. I'm excited for them. Not many pieces. The place where they're located, they're the only game in town. The only food place around in that area, and I think they're gonna kill it because it's one of those things you want to bring home to the family. Everybody getting cheesesteaks.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you lived in Philadelphia, people can tell the difference.
Oh, absolutely. There were two guys in there today from Philly that were like going wow over it. We even had producer boy, Boston guy, he even had one.
Boston guy?
But of course no bread, cauliflower. He was looking for it to be on cauliflower.
Cauliflower. Oh, man.
Yeah, he didn't like that. He manhandled it.
It's like that, though, with food, right? Philadelphia, cheesecakes, hot dogs, Chicago, New York, Miami with the Latin flair, Hey,
Boston, beans, nothing.
Boston.
They got nothing. What do they got? What do you guys have in Boston, Court? What are you guys famous for in Boston? Anything? There is none. Beer. Beer and Irish people.
Cheers, the bar, right? Cheers and a whole lot of beans.
Oh, Boston cream pie. The other producer throwing out the old
right.
Boston cream pie.
There you
yeah,
go.
you should be proud of that, Boston.
Boy, I tell you
You
what.
certainly ain't proud of your
He
Celtics.
saved the day on that one.
Yeah.
But hey,
He did.
Philadelphia with the cheese. Hey,
Look at me with a hat. I haven't worn a hat in years.
Every Thursday night, we have a food sponsor, and it's great to have them on board.
Yeah.
And, Philadelphia, speaking of which, it's been a rough time to be a manager for the Phillies.
Robbie Thompson gone.
Robbie Thompson. And you had predicted on Monday morning that both he, along with Mendoza of the Mets, would be fired. So they
One
met
out
you-
of two.
They met you halfway.
I'm 50%,
You're
yeah.
hitting 500.
Yeah.
So that's not
and you
too
know
shabby.
what? If we stay with Philly, the Flyers are playing well. The Flyers.
They
It's been
are.
a long time since the Flyers made a dent in the playoffs.
Eliminated Pittsburgh.
Eliminated
4
Pittsburgh
games
last.
to 2.
Yeah, and then Embiid coming back.
Sixers, it's not over yet.
No, man, Sixers. Boston should be nervous because with Embiid, I mean, what did he do? 33, 12, and something. I don't know what he's never
No,
big
he
on
had, he had a
assists.
fabulous game.
Yeah.
He did the Embiid thing, and that's what was missing for
Sure.
Philadelphia. So now it's a great series.
Yeah, and then Boston's not going to get bailed out from that little guard they have that drives me crazy.
There's certain players that just drive.
Yeah, that drive you crazy. And Wembanyama, that San Antonio closed out, right?
Yeah.
Courtney, what was San Antonio closed out? Who did they even play? Trailblazers?
Oh,
Portland.
yeah, Trailblazers.
Yeah.
You know it's bad when the name of the team that they beat is like it's history.
Yeah.
But the Trailblazers, I got to
Yeah,
say,
San Antonio.
they had a good finish this year. The Trailblazers. Nobody has been talking about the Trailblazers
No.
postseason wise
No, they haven't.
until this year.
Yeah.
But San Antonio definitely a front runner to win it all.
Sure.
I think along with Oklahoma.
Yeah, the Bruins, they came back to beat
Oh, and the
Buffalo.
NHL.
Buffalo had a chance to
Yeah, that's a series.
Buffalo had a chance to close them out, and Boston came back. So
Sure.
the two Boston people are happy.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Courtney's got the NHL and NBA schedule for tonight. There's a couple of games, I believe, in the NHL.
What do we got in the NHL tonight?
Tonight in the NHL, we have Stars versus Wild at 7:30, Oilers and Ducks at 10.
That's right. Stars. What's the series on that?
Well, Minnesota's
3 to
leading.
2.
3-2 Minnesota.
3-2.
That's right. And then that's Anaheim's up
Anaheim's leading
3-2.
and Minnesota and Los Angeles. I mean, Minnesota and Anaheim. They're both
home. This is a
with
good.
3-2 lead.
They have to
don't think-
close out. So you don't
have
want to
to.
go Game 7 to a home team. That's
Oh.
a tough win.
Right. Well, especially if Game 7's in Dallas
Or
in
Edmonton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you what, if the Wild take care of the Stars, that would be
The Wild. Well,
it would be wild.
it would be wild. But there are people that said, the Wild probably would represent the West if there's anybody to beat the Avs.
Did they really?
Yeah, I mean, there
Okay,
have
so
been some
yeah,
people.
that's true.
We'll have to put their pictures.
The
up
Rangers
and,
West,
take record.
Rangers West, the Anaheim Ducks. So
Yeah, the
New York Rangers West.
We've talked about it all
Yeah.
regular season.
Yeah,
But
mighty.
you know what? The Ducks, it's been a while since,
Oh.
they're like the Trailblazers. They're usually down at the bottom of that division.
Yeah, didn't Gretzky have some ownership stake in? Oh no,
think
that was the Coyotes. Yeah, that
the
was
Coyotes,
Yeah,
who are now the Mammoth
yeah, that's right. The
out
Utah
there.
Mammoth.
And the Mammoth, got to say, they did well their first season. Hey, give us a call, 386-251-8100, or shoot us an email because we read those every time they come up. They're always something good. People will bring us a question or two.
Yeah.
Sometimes stump us. What was that early on?
Yeah,
with
Flagler
the-
Beach Tom.
Yeah,
I've got an email from Flagler Beach.
We
Tom.
may want to also give out the email address.
Oh, that
Oh,
would help.
okay,
too.
that would be good. Well, how about throwing the producer's stat, throwing out that email address that's so handy to you? Man, we just used to seeing it on
Yeah,
when
well,
they're
it's-
online, they can do it.
Yeah, well, they can comment on the Flagler Voice Facebook page or the Flagler Voice YouTube page or email at, oddly enough, flaglervoice@gmail.com.
Flagler voice, oddly enough, I like that.
That's the official word.
Yeah, so I can read Flagler Beach Tom's email because it'll stay in the NBA because he wants to know if Big Cat can continue the dominance in the middle for Game 6. So I believe so. I think it is switching over to the NBA. I think Big Cat has been the difference.
I think the Knicks now they play tonight.
Yeah,
In
Yeah,
Atlanta.
Knicks against Hawks at 7 p.m.
So that's a huge game there.
and that's 3-2. No, that's
3-2.
3-2 Knicks. Yeah,
Knicks.
that's a big turnaround from the 2-1 down to 3-2. So that was big. And I can tell you this: the big thing for me was Jalen Brunson. the other
39
night.
points.
his footwork is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, really is crazy.
serious.
He would drive everybody crazy, and he still has that kiss for the three. I like that.
Well, the Knicks have bounced
wasn't the
back
middle
because
finger.
weren't they down 2-1?
Yeah,
early
that's
on?
what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah. So
that's
Yeah,
a big.
Boston leads 3-2 with the Celtics and the 76ers.
and that
That's
game's
tonight at 8.
in Philly in Philly.
Yes, in Philly, for
They'll,
sure.
they'll be having cheesesteaks
Yeah.
out
Oh,
there.
Boston is up
tailgating.
3-2.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Boston's up.
Could we say that again? Could
I did not. You know, for
3-2.
some reason, I made when I thought Embiid won, I thought that took Philly up 3-2. I didn't know it took. Man, I've been sitting there running this whole. Oh man,
Disappointing
I have some
moment
apologies to make.
Or Tommy
New
Thunder
York.
over there.
Yeah,
Pass the Kleenex.
couple
pass the
friends. Yeah,
Kleenex
that's
over
not.
there.
That's devastating.
See, that's yeah. It brought you down now.
Yeah.
You may
Did
have to get into some of the
Hey, listen, let me tell you something.
fare over there.
Detroit better come to play against Orlando
Well, they
tomorrow.
better. Yeah, that is surprising. Orlando really is.
Orlando's up 3-2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Orlando's up 3-2 going into Orlando now.
Tomorrow night.
And the big thing for them is they're getting big numbers. From let's see the kid.
Oh, they're getting good numbers from everybody.
Yeah, but-
it's
yeah.
been a good team
But
effort.
Wagner has been out, and he's a key scorer.
They've had some guys
Yeah.
step up, and if he comes back now, is
Which
he
they-
scheduled to come back? Maybe if it goes to a game 7.
Yeah.
And I know you being a Knick fan, and for all Knick fans, you got to be pulling for Orlando.
Oh, absolutely. Pulling for Orlando and Philly.
Because you get the Pistons out of there, that's a biggie right there.
Yeah.
That's a 60
Getting
win
Boston
team.
out of there is even bigger. Courtney.
So
Boncaro, that's who I don't know. Sometimes when you get older, you just draw these blanks. Boncaro has been the stud for them.
that's
A
right.
Stud.
Bankero.
Yeah.
And imagine, if you will, the Celtics and the Knicks.
That'd
in
be a good
series.
game.
That would be a great series.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I would think.
I would have.
that
I would be
probably go
miserable
7.
with these two if Boston won.
Right.
Karaoke and Knucklehead producer. That would be
The producer and against karaoke.
Yeah, I would get limited FaceTime, and he would actually purposely shut me off.
He would shut
Have you
off.
seen my picture?
He would probably just mosaic your face.
Yeah.
Some.
Like the start of the
That's
thing.
right.
With you waving. He's got you
That's
waving.
right.
He's going to have
My
me
hands
do
will
the,
be in front.
he'll have me doing the wave next.
Well-
That's punishment.
I tell you what, the playoffs, it's a whole different feel.
It sure
the
is.
regular season drags on, but the playoffs and
Yeah.
these 7-game series.
Oh yeah, and those 7
You
games.
like it early on.
The stadiums are, they're rocking. I mean, and,
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet, obviously a big Knick fan.
He bring Timothy Chalamet
John Dillon. I mean, Bob Dylan.
reference.
He played
Yeah,
Bob Dylan.
He
and
played
is
a lot of people.
And he's a huge Knick fan.
Big-
When they show the Knick, remember L.A. used to be with Nicholson and
Yeah.
and and
Oh, Diane Cannon, the late Diane
yeah,
Cannon.
yeah. Oh yeah, the late
Yeah,
Diane
the
Cannon.
late
That's
Diane
sad.
Cannon.
But yeah, they have all that. and-
Although she was always on time, from what I hear,
yeah.
for the Lakers game.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah.
She was a regular, but now you go to the Knicks, and it is a who's who, and then besides Spike Lee, he's always there, and he's at every away game as well. But
Every team has its.
yeah, now you're not seeing Ben Stiller, Timothy Chalamet, Patrick Ewing, John Starks. all
What
those
at a
people.
Minnesota
At a
T-Wolves
Min-
game?
Yeah, that's exactly right. You'll get a Kevin
They
McHale
don't have any
sighting.
stars in Utah.
No.
They used to have the Utah Stars in the ABA.
Yeah,
Remember that?
That's right. They were the Utah.
Back in the day. Back in the day, just a scant 50 years ago. Hey, but I got to say, we'll look to see how things, transform. Your Knicks, the Hawks. We'll be talking about that Monday.
Yeah.
By that time, the series will be over.
What is it? The Cavs and Raptors.
Cavs and the
Those have been home teams holding serve. So Cleveland should be up 3-2.
Or
Yep, 3-2.
yeah, 3-2
Cavaliers
Cleveland.
beat them 125-120.
So
And the thing is, they're doing it without James Harden, one of the top scorers
Yeah.
of all time.
is he due back or is he done for the playoffs?
I mean, he's just not a.
Well, when you're saying without,
historically,
meaning yeah.
When it
I
comes to
got
the postseason,
yeah.
he kind of disappears.
Yeah.
That's the big story on him.
Yeah.
So they're doing it without him, for the most part,
Yeah.
and leading in that series.
Yeah.
Cavaliers, see, the Pistons, you knock out the Pistons, that opens the door up for any of those three teams right there.
Yeah. Well,
Over on the west side, though,
yeah.
San Antonio,
San Antonio,
Oklahoma
OKC, hold serve. They win like they were expected to win. They go out and OKC swept, and Wembanyama and the Spurs went 3-1
but as
or 4-1 rather.
as Lee Corso
Yeah,
would say,
4-1.
Yeah,
not so fast,
not so fast, my friend. That poor
friend.
guy. You know, you got to
Lee
give Lee some
Corso.
credit.
Oh yeah, we got to.
He lasted a long time. I'm glad he was that was his last year though, because it was starting to get
Right.
rough. It was rough.
But as he would say, don't count out the Lakers yet,
Yeah.
because the Lakers.
I just don't understand. Without that, well,
They're
no
pesky.
Doncic, no Reeves. I mean, that's big loss. I mean, that's like losing Brunson and Big Cat. That's your two superstars.
Well, I think Reeves returned in the last game, even
Oh, that's
though they
right, yeah.
lost 99-93.
Yeah,
But it's been LeBron that's really had to carry that team.
yeah, which is scary at 42 years old. 42 or 41? 42.
Yeah, to carry anything at 42.
Yeah, especially his son hasn't. Bonnie hasn't got
Carrying
much
your
more.
own weight isn't always easy.
No.
But Lakers, don't count them out. You never know.
I hope so.
But San Antonio, Wemby definitely looks unstoppable in the postseason.
Come on, you got to admit that's freakish. The guy
is.
dunks on his tippy toes. That's not cool.
You know,
It's changed the game, the NBA. You can't have, you got guys that are 7'8", 7'7", with a wingspan of 11 feet.
that's the way the NBA is. It's a bizarre world where
It
you
is.
could be 7 feet tall and still have a guy come up in back of you and say, "Hey, short man, get out of my way."
Can you imagine? What's the kid in
Olivier
at Florida?
Ryu.
Rayu. I mean, that's the
7'9".
second time we've mentioned him on the show.
Well, we have to. You have to.
7'9".
Yeah.
That's so
5.
creepy. What?
I'm only 5.
And then there's 5-foot karaoke Courtney.
Which-
7'9".
which you
I don't
come
even
up
think he
to-
reaches kneecap.
Probably come up to his belt buckle or something. It gets to be a little bizarre.
It is
to say the
bizarre.
least.
Well, like, remember what
the-
was that? The sideline? Remember the sideline?
But what was it? Some of the players that would be at the foul line with him, 6'8", and their attention was
Yeah.
looking up.
Yeah, yeah.
That just shows you right there.
Yeah.
And we get, you see a guy that's 6'8".
He's a door. 6'8" is a doorway, right? Producer, construction guy. 6'8" is the standard door height.
No, was it like 7?
It's 82 inches.
82. So that would be that would be
I thought it's for 6'8".
6'10". That would be just shy of 7 feet.
Get
Right,
Siri.
doorway.
Courtney. Hey Siri.
That'd be an Alonzo Mourning.
Standard door height.
inches.
Is it? All right, I have to believe you because you've been doing it for so long. What is 82 inches?
82.
72 is what?
That's 6'10". 6'10". That's an Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah.
But anything above that, 7 feet, you're having to duck.
Oh,
down.
yeah, no question. So what
an
was I off by 2
uncomfortable
inches?
life.
Hammerhead. I was off by 2 inches. I guess 2 inches is a big difference in today's world. Oh boy.
Well, hey,
I didn't mean it that way.
but look at it this way. It just seems like you're never tall enough. There's always somebody
Yeah.
that could come up and back you.
I've
It's
been
always
the average
interesting.
Joe for a long time.
But I agree. Wemby is quite a sight coming down the hallway, and
He's athletic.
Well,
He's
yeah.
even got handles. That's the crazy part. I
Yeah.
mean, the guy can even handle the rock.
He's
He'll
got-
get fast break. He's like, and you.
got
it's so
skill.
creepy to watch him.
He's not just tall.
No, and
He's
he's
not
got
just
got game from the outside. He can hit the J.
He's
Good
so
at the
dangerous.
free throw line. Unlike the Knicks, Robinson. Oh my gosh.
And if he remains healthy, I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah.
if they win it all.
Yeah,
It's
so
very possible.
Mitchell Robinson for the Knicks has led the NBA in offensive rebounding for 3 years in a row, which is huge. And he's the reason the Knicks will make big comebacks and big runs because, 3 and 4 opportunities on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, that's amazing. And yet he's a 43% free throw shooter. How is that possible in the NBA?
Something
Shaq
happens.
wasn't much better,
Yeah.
but Shaq gave you 40 and 20 rebounds. You know what I mean? Mitchell isn't giving you that. He's getting the offensive rebounds, and he's been, don't get me wrong, one of my favorite Knicks of all time. But when he gets to the line now, they're doing the hack-a-mitch. You know?
Yeah, the Hakamich.
Yeah, as soon as he gets the ball, they foul him because they want him to go to the line. He's going to miss too.
There's a psychology there at the foul
absolutely.
line.
Yeah,
So
they
you,
used to
you
have to
have
hack
too
the
much
shot.
time to think about the shot.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's like that for an outfielder. You see a ball popped up or something, a little too much time to think about it, and maybe it drifts. You know, sometimes you like that thing to
Yeah,
know,
well, you get
line
you,
drive.
You know what it is? My opinion is both free throws and the the infielder that can't throw to first base. Remember Steve Sachs lost the
Steve
ability
Sachs,
to
yeah,
throw to
second
first base.
base.
Mike Rick Ankiel was able. He was a pitcher. Wasn't able to find the plate anymore.
Cardinals.
Yeah, Rick. What was it? Wohlers. Mark Wohlers was another one that
Wohlers.
just lost the plate.
Braves. Yeah.
You know what that is, brother? That's the 6 inches between your ears. That's what 6 inches can do between your ears is a scary thing.
Well,
6 inches can do.
Dave Wohl, an assistant coach with the Miami Heat, Dave Wohl used to always say paralysis by analysis.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you give.
When did he coach the Heat?
Oh, he was an assistant coach back in the 90s.
Like Rothstein? Who was it? Rothstein?
Ron Rothstein
Ron
in the
Rothstein.
early 90s.
Yeah.
Kevin Lockery.
That's
in the early 90s. Actually, it was Ron Rothstein was right from the get-go.
Right. He was
There
at
in the late
when they
80s.
were a franchise.
Right. And then
They came in with Orlando? Yes, right?
I want to say they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Was it Charlotte? The Hornets?
Maybe
I'd
it
have to
was.
take
I
a
know there
look
were
at
two
that.
teams that came in at the same time. They did it in pairs always
Right.
because they wanted to keep the even amount of teams.
I just don't know that. Now that I think about it, I don't know that they had two teams from Florida in the same
in
year.
the same year,
starting.
yeah, well, yeah.
Charlotte.
Because if you think about it, you might be right. Because the Orlando Magic go back as far as the beginning was Shaq's beginning,
Yeah. Remember Penny Hardaway?
and Muggsy Bogues, Little Penny. Remember Little
The
Penny?
Little Penny. Great commercials.
Great.
Oh, man, I tell you what, that's a whole different subject. We could
Yeah.
do a show.
Thank goodness we got an hour because
Yeah, that's it.
we're
An hour
talking
on
some-
commercials.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll fit that in there someday. The Chain Gang Sports Show going live every Thursday night, 6:30 to 7:30. Give us a like, follow, share, and subscribe. 386-251-8100. That's the number to call. Talk to Tommy Thunder, Karaoke Courtney, and, of course, yours truly, Johnny Monte Carlo. It's a Thursday night. So much happening. Imagine what it's going to be like in football season because you've got college football, you've got the NFL.
Right.
But for now, it's playoff action, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball today. It was a light schedule.
Yeah.
How did that look on the day today, Karaoke Courtney, with the, I think it
MLB.
was like some final scores today. Yankees were off.
Yeah, Yankees were a little off.
Yeah, they lost 3-0 to the Texas on the other night.
Yeah.
But today's schedule,
That was yesterday.
yeah.
Right. Yesterday, 3-0 loss in Arlington, Texas. Hey, that Cam
Nathan
Schlichter-
Eovaldi.
I'm gonna do
Nathan Eovaldi. He's a Yankee killer. I mean, ever since he was a Yankee. Then he went to Boston and every time he pitched, he beat us, and now he beats us when he's with Texas. Even if Texas is subpar, he's still going to get the win against the Yankees.
He's going to
It's
get
just standard.
He's
I mean,
got their number.
He has their number.
He has their number.
Just like
and then
Dave,
there's that
Dave Steve had their number.
Dave Steve. Now there's a name. The
See
former
that? I thought I
Toronto.
pulled- yeah, I
Yeah,
pulled
Blue
that.
Jay. I like that. You're pulling names out of the hat today.
I am.
Out of that
Yeah.
Philly hat there.
That-
They're just dropping out in
That's
front
it.
of your brain, in front of the eyes.
It was the Philly cheesesteak that I had for lunch, which, by the way,
That's
Well, Phillies and Giants are tied right now.
are they?
Phillies
2-2.
and Giants in progress
In progress, top of the fifth.
out there in San Francisco.
Top of the fifth. Yeah, they got a late start. That's an early start in San Francisco. It's
Yeah.
an afternoon ball game.
Well, Wednesdays and Thursdays, they tend to have more afternoon games.
Yeah.
So that teams can, especially if they have to come back from the West Coast or something, they want to get on that plane a little early. And of course, you have series at what is that? That Yankee Orioles series, I think, is a 4-game series. It goes all the way through Monday.
Monday, is that okay? So
I believe
that's
so.
because somebody said a 4-game series, and without them playing on Thursday, very unusual for them to go
Yeah.
through Sunday into a Monday game as part of a 4-game set. That's usually it's Thursday to Sunday, but whatever.
And among Karaoke Courtney's final scores today, the Mets ended up losing, and it wasn't an impressive
Yeah, it
loss.
was Nationals 5-4 Mets.
5-4. Nationals beat
Nationals
at
taking
City Field.
Yeah, I noticed that they were talking about the Bichette and Soto having such terrible. Soto hasn't lived up to the hype. I mean,
He's hitting 345 though.
since he's been back, or total.
All total.
Yeah,
All
but
total.
last year, again, here's my thing about Soto. He had a great year with the Yankees,
Yeah.
and when Judge is hitting behind you, you're gonna get more pitches.
It helps.
And now he's the main man, and that's what he wanted. So he's not seeing the pitching that he's used to seeing when he was with the Yankees. They didn't want to put him on to get to Judge. Obviously he was going to clean the bases. So I'm not knocking Soto. I still think he's got one of the premier eyes in baseball. I mean, when he's in that. he actually sometimes I think the umpires look to see what his reaction is, to see if they felt it was a ball or strike based on how he's reacting, because that's the discipline and the eye the eye that he has, is that it's
He's
supposedly
able
it's
to
impeccable.
Track that ball, follow
Yeah.
that ball. He's got the eyes.
Yeah, the thread reader they call him, because
thread
he
reader.
definitely reads the threads of the ball. I mean, that's a big deal now. Back when I was playing, you didn't talk about rotations and spin rotations. They actually now will sit in a batting cage and sit behind the net
Study.
and just watch the rotation of the ball. Curve balls, you'll see the circle with a curve. Splitter, you'll see a different rotation. So that's what they're doing.
So where does that leave, after 17 losses in their last 20 games? You think Mendoza definitely...
He's got to go.
that hot
And I'm
seat's
shocked
gotta-
because they spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
They've got Weaver from the Yankees. They brought in all these guys with big salaries.
Yeah.
And, if you're playing that, I mean, come on.
And you know what compounds that? They're in the division right now where it's not a great division. Phillies certainly are keeping pace loss-wise very nearly.
Yeah, they've helped. They
Yeah.
make the Mets.
But the Braves are the very best record in baseball right now. The Braves, I think it was something like an 11-game lead over the Mets, or 11 and a half.
Yeah, well, the Dodgers the Cubs went out and took care of that. 2 out
Yeah.
of 3?
Yeah.
Tigers yesterday won 5-2 against the Braves.
Oh, that's
Today.
right. Scobel.
Yeah.
Scobel
Eric
pitched against
Skubal.
him. He beat the Braves.
Well, the Marlins. I got to talk a little Marlins baseball.
Oh, they're the ones that went in. They
Right.
beat the Dodgers.
They
That's who it
won
was. The
2 out of
Marlins.
3
Yeah.
against LA.
Yes, that's right. It wasn't Chicago.
the other team playing today, but because the Marlins
Travel day,
they
yeah.
have to get out of LA. A lot of people have to get
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
LA. Hey, I tell you what though, the Dodgers. See Shohei Ohtani the other day against the Marlins. He pitched, but he got out pitched, but he didn't bat. See, that's what the new trend is. When he pitches, he's not going to be hitting. So you'll see that probably.
Is that what they're saying now? Is that right?
That's what they're saying. How
Okay.
long that'll last, I do not know. But, that may be just temporary.
Yeah.
That may be part of the reason why they dropped 2 out of 3 to the Marlins. But good to see. The Marlins are still sub-500 team in second place in that division. Tough division, National League West. Every team out there has a winning record.
Yeah.
Above
What's
500.
What's crazy is the leader in home runs on the Dodgers team is not Shohei Ohtani. It's Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
So, he's got 9. And I think the first multi home run that he hit was, he set his first 7 home runs were solo shots. So that's pretty wild. But yeah, no Ohtani in any, he's not in the top 10 on any offensive category, which is surprising. But he'll get hot. He's
It's a long season.
yeah,
At
and
this
it's
point, I
inevitable.
still say-
He'll find that groove, because when he's in a groove, he's as tough as they are. I mean, just like Judge.
Yeah.
I think the two are very comparable. A lot of people say Ohtani's 10 times better. I don't believe that whatsoever. I mean, Judge has shown he's just fallen short of a triple crown 2 years in a row. So let's give the credit where it belongs.
And Judge is still, he doesn't have a great batting average right now,
Right
but
now.
he's still got, about 10, 11
12
home runs? 12 now?
leads
12
the
home
major
runs?
leagues in home runs.
Him and Ben Rice. I've noticed Stanton hasn't been playing lately.
Nope, Stanton hit the DL, or what do they call it now? The IR.
The IR, injured reserve.
Yeah, no, it's something else. The injured,
Yeah, I was going to say that's
IL,
football.
injured
IL,
list.
injured list.
Yeah, which is, and again, for lower leg injury. The guy has had a lower leg injury every year for the last 5 years. Something about his calves, he can't. I don't get it. Usually when you have a problem, you develop and try to get it stronger. I don't know what's going on there.
Sometimes the minor injuries, it sounds minor, but it can be major. Just like if you're a pitcher, you get a blister on your thumb, it's all over.
Yeah.
For
I
the
tell you,
rest of us, we just put a Band-Aid on it and call it a day.
yeah, the Japanese player that, what's his, Munetaka Moriarty? What's it? Munetaka Murakami, the guy that the Chicago White Sox
Are you
picked up.
sure
That's
about that, or did you just order number 3 off the menu?
off the combination plate. It comes with free sushi. But there we go. There
that killed it.
okay, we gotta
There may not be
slow
any
that down.
sushi showing up
Slow
on
that
Tuesday
roll.
Night Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, sushi. We'll just pass.
Yeah,
over
we'll go.
that one.
We'll just
Yeah,
keep on
skip
rolling
over
on.
that one,
And
yeah. Here, I'm just going to massage my quad.
Yeah,
while
there you
we
go.
get
Do
over
the-
that one.
Chopping quad.
Yeah,
chopping
you know,
quads. The
it.
quad chop.
Oh man, I might need it.
So I was I tell you what, Yordan Alvarez has been injury bugged for 2 years in a row, but when he is in the lineup, the dude is as fearsome as a hitter as there is in Major League Baseball, but he doesn't get the conversation because can't seem to stay healthy.
Yeah, it seems.
So this year, coming out of the gate, he's batting .356. He's second in tied for first in home runs with 12, and he leads the league in RBIs with 27. So I mean, that's the dude that I'm telling you. Watch out for MVP. He's going to be, if he stays healthy, he'll be there.
All right, we'll have to take note of that. Hey, coming up, halftime, Karaoke Courtney. With
Karaoke Courtney, that's pulling out.
She has the abbreviated version of the halftime, I believe, here on
Yeah, well,
Thursday
you know
Night
what?
Live.
It's amazing that the 15, 20 seconds is a lifetime when you're nervous. I know I was.
15 and well,
I'm not singing. That was at the meeting that we just had.
15 seconds.
15-second fame.
Oh, well, hey, you
So
know
I'm
what?
singing the script.
15 seconds, we'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
We'll definitely take it. So whenever you're ready, Karaoke Courtney here on Thursday Night Live.
Still alive, but I'm barely breathing. Just praying to a God that I don't believe in. 'Cause I got time while she's got freedom. 'Cause when a heart breaks, no, it don't break even.
There you go.
Hey.
15 seconds, a killer song right there. So
That's it.
that's the way to kill it.
Way to get it done. And
You
we'll
feel all right,
appreciate
man?
it.
You did well.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You killed it.
Well, that's a lot of pressure. 15 seconds.
Sure.
Just to take a song.
But yeah,
That
and now
you do-
you give everybody a little tease. Now if they
Yeah.
want to see it, they go to Finn's afterwards.
That's where we're going.
Oh,
We got to plug that. Yeah, and
Gonna be
don't
there,
even
Finn.
want to hear it,
Yeah,
Monte
you're going
Carlo.
this time.
I'll be
Tom's
there.
singing.
I'm gonna.
Whoa, hang on a
We
second.
did a handshake
No,
last week.
no. He's destroyed too many songs.
We did a handshake last week. He's got it.
I had my fingers crossed.
Are you
Isn't that
saying
when you were a kid?
15 seconds of Tommy Thunder singing seems like
Yeah,
15 minutes.
somewhere over the rainbow.
Somewhere.
That's what I'm gonna sing.
Anybody else hungry?
Oh,
Yeah, let's sing
karaoke. What do we got?
Original
Where are we getting our
Philly
food from?
Original Philly cheesesteak. Right here in Palm Coast, 1755 Palm Coast Parkway, 386-225-4198. And they are open noon to 8 p.m., 7 days a week.
And let me tell you something.
Oh yeah.
The producer and I went there to say hello, and
Say.
look at that bad boy. Peppers, onions,
Yeah,
you
I
name
ate the
it,
other half.
it's on there. Yeah, Courtney
coming
didn't
up.
make it. Didn't make it. Just so everybody's aware, it didn't make it because producer boy, you know him, he eats way before the show starts. And yeah, I think I'll show you.
I didn't eat that today.
No, just
bread.
the inside.
Yeah, I didn't eat the bread.
Hey, that looks very tender, very moist, tender.
Original
Just the
ribeye.
way you like it.
Shaved ribeye. I talked to Brian's going to be shaving his. Can I talk with mouth?
You know
Be careful. The Heimlich maneuver is not my specialty.
They shave their own ribeye. I mean, really taking a quality meat, shaving it down. It's not a steakum like some of these places that they, I'm not mentioning any names because we already lost Publix. But holy cow, that is so good. That is so good.
Oh, take another bite. Here, we'll talk the
Yeah, then you guys won't have me on the show. You
talk
probably
about
like
the
that.
NFL.
We found a way to keep him quiet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Speaking of which, breaking news:
Yeah.
Calais Campbell comes
Yeah,
back to
Ravens.
Ravens.
Back to the Ravens. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't retire, but he
Calais
loves the game
Campbell
of
was still getting it.
football. Yeah, he's still
He's the guy
capable.
he clogs the middle. That's what you ask him to do. He stuffs that middle, and he
Yeah.
does it well. And he's a class act, and he's the guy you want in your locker room.
Yeah.
He is the judge, jury, and the executioner in every locker room. You do not mess around in his locker room with the BS. He's the
No.
real dude. He's a culture changer.
Before we move on, though, let's talk about the menu at Phillies. Cause now you're
Yeah,
making
the
me
menu.
hungry.
Let's
Who's
go
got
over
the
that.
menu?
Who's got
Yeah,
the
what
Karaoke,
are you doing?
what do we
There you
got?
go. She's got the menu.
We got the ribeye steak, plain steak for 15, and they have cheese whiz.
That's what I'm telling you. That's original. That's the original cheesesteak is got cheese whiz. I never knew that. They told me.
And anybody from Philadelphia would be familiar
Yeah, but I mean,
With-
what's the kids' meal?
with the menu.
Chicken
Yeah.
tenders, grilled cheese, mac and cheese, mozzarella sticks.
Let me tell you something. Grilled cheese sandwich. I'm in. I'm all in on a grilled cheese.
And they got beer and wine.
They do have beer and wine. Well, there you go.
It's hard to have grilled cheese without the bread.
Yeah, that is just cheese on your fingers.
You know, they're
That's a good.
Finger licking.
Yeah, no finger. My grandma Marie would not let me finger lick. I wasn't allowed as a kid. I really, until people lick their fingers, I have to look at them and go. She used to tell me, "You want more? Ask for more. Don't lick your fingers." I wasn't allowed to lick my fingers. So buffalo wings, where you see people eat it, every bite that whole popping sound. It's not funny. It is not funny. I was deprived as a kid. I wasn't allowed to lick my fingers. And now when anybody licks their fingers, so my sister-in-law,
I saw you the other night.
I had never licked my finger. One time I might have licked my finger once, and I got caught. So I won't lick them again. She'd stab me with a fork, the Italian matriarch of my family.
stab you with a fork.
Oh, yeah, you don't lick your fingers if Grandma
Wanted
Marie's
to
table.
see if he was done.
She said, "You want more?
Stick a
You want-"
fork in 'em.
You know, you got to realize, when Grandma Marie cooked, there was enough manigot to feed an army. So if you lick your finger because you wanted that little piece of sauce on your finger, she would tear you up. You know, you want more? I'll give you more. I got more. You want more? You want to take some home with you? You take some home. Don't lick your finger. So I didn't lick my fingers.
Look at that.
I
Now-
never lick my fingers.
Now they're open 7 days a week.
7 days a week,
And the
noon
hours.
to 8 p.m.
Noon to 8 p.m. Okay. And they are, that location they're at is the BP gas station. They're right next door around off of Palm Harbor. Is that Palm Harbor that you live at?
Palm Harbor, yeah.
Palm Harbor.
Parkway at the BP station.
And then, at the BP station. And let me tell you something. There's no food around there unless you want to go to Circle K, which will probably lose their sponsorship right now by me saying,
there it
if
goes.
you want a boiled
Another one
peanut,
down the drain.
if you want a boiled peanut or a hot dog with a stale roll, go to Circle K.
Oh, no.
I killed it. There we go. Circle K is out, and the Philly cheesesteak guys are in.
Yeah, when you stop in, make sure you say hello to Helen, Mary, and Brian. They'll take great care of you and make you feel right at home.
That'll go. Courtney, and I'm glad you said that because they really do. They are a family. It's a husband, wife, and sister-in-law. The great people. We spent time with Alan and I spent time with them today. Had
They
lunch.
take a lot of pride in their food.
They do.
And you can tell.
Oh yeah. He was upset because I won't name the purveyor, but one of the purveyors had screwed up their first order. They had to make, as a matter of fact, their fryer. They got the wrong oil for the type of fryer they used. Let me tell you something. Brian didn't even bat an eyelid. He went right outside, took the fryer off the truck, dismantled the truck.
Yeah, you
So
should tell. They have a food truck as well.
Right, yeah, and their food truck is, like I think Friday Food Truck Frenzy coming up. They'll be there. You'll see them around. You can't miss the truck. Now, Brian has not he hasn't brought in the Philadelphia Eagle thing, and I'm going to call him out a little bit because he said, I don't want to mess with the Jaguar fans. Well, this is a northeastern transplanted area, and the Eagle fans are prevalent here in this area. I can tell you that. So he didn't put the Eagles in on any of his. As you can see, the hat is definitely a Phillies hat.
Oh, yeah, the
I mean, the
Phillies all
P
the
from
way.
the Philly. It's all Phillies.
Right.
Well, the truck is green, and it's Philadelphia Eagle green, and but yeah, he represents Philly. He's a Flyer fan. He's a Philly fan. He's a Eagles fan. They represent Philly as good as you can represent. And the food truck, you'll recognize it, the Liberty Bell on the side, the whole Philly sign, and the food is absolutely outstanding.
It's
And they take such pride,
Unmistakable.
unmistakable. Listen, if you're shaving real ribeye, that's a real Philly cheesesteak. I mean, 'cause you got these guys with that fake meat that they throw, at your whatever, at your Circle K.
No, don't. kill
Yeah,
it.
I didn't do it. I did not do
Cut
it.
him right
At
off.
your Circle K's, the Philly cheese, don't
Oh,
try
that's
it.
Circle
That was very
K.
good, producer. Well, that's there and you keep.
That's
I almost took a sip of my Circle K drink on air.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Look, I got a certain.
I resurrection. I have a 85-cent Polar Pop.
let's reel it back in.
Yeah, here
We
we
went
go.
down the old Circle K rabbit hole there. Circle K got beat up in that segment.
Yeah,
They
I'm sorry. I
They may
apologize.
not allow you in they
There goes
They
my
got
5
your
cents off
picture.
of gas.
Yeah, that's-
already shot down the tubes.
Oh,
but
man.
it doesn't matter. I can get a Philly cheesesteak. I'll walk
you have
to get one of their Philly
alternatives.
cheesesteaks.
You're
Yeah.
right. Hey, you mentioned Calais Campbell. How about the speculation maybe Russell Wilson joining Geno Smith once again with the Jets?
Is that right?
Yeah.
I did not hear that,
Possible.
and I would gladly welcome that. I think Russell Wilson's had some tough years these last few years, but class act, great guy.
Yeah.
Great culture for a locker room. Although Pittsburgh would tell you, or some people would tell you, well, actually, it was the people in Seattle.
Seattle.
That had a problem with him having his personal entourage. But
You mentioned Pittsburgh, though. Aaron Rodgers, it's inevitable. He's going to come back maybe at the 11th hour, possibly during the OTAs, which are about to start up in the month of May here as we
Yeah.
finish up April.
Yeah.
And I don't like that, though. Aaron Rodgers waiting till.
He did it with the Jets.
does it?
He does it every year, and
Fact.
to me, I'm glad you said that because it becomes he handcuffs NFL teams by his prolonging his announcement like it's this great announcement.
Yeah.
Remember how when LeBron was announcing that he went to Miami, I'm bringing my talent to South Beach,
yeah.
and they made such a big deal. Meanwhile, he donated all the money that was raised for that to the kids of Cleveland, and
But it's kind of getting old now.
with Aaron Rodgers, it's every year.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Starting
it's
to be
ridiculous.
like a Cher
It's-
farewell tour.
Yeah,
How many has there been? Like 3?
his share hasn't even let. She's still
No,
singing.
she's still doing it. Although she's not doing it at Finn's like karaoke Courtney.
And you.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you did Billy Joel. You gave Billy. Yeah, my man, you can
Well, I
sing.
appreciate it. Check
yeah,
is
you were
in the
fun.
mail. I'm going to check on the
No,
address.
you'll be there.
Make
We'll
sure.
see you today. Anybody needs to come out to Finn's and watch these two sing. They're,
Oh, hey,
they're
we got to
amazing.
get Finn's on board. We're giving them enough.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
I'll
lip
talk to
service.
them today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and get some food for next week.
Hey, you know, with
Won't be
Makai
Circle
Lemon
K.
being drafted, can you imagine the draft was a week ago tonight?
It
How
was
time
already
flies.
it's already a week.
Makai Lemon with the Eagles. A.J. Brown, speculation is he'll be let go.
Yeah.
Patriots may pick him up.
2 number ones they're talking about to get AJ Brown. I
Yeah.
think that's a big. That's a
That
big
is
get.
big. That's a big.
But
not-
AJ Brown, hey, listen, man.
solid receiver when he's healthy.
Great receiver, and no question about it. But you saw what he brought, as far as culturally, what he brought to that team. It was about him, and it wasn't about the team, and that's a shame. When these guys put themselves ahead of the team, I have a problem with it. They ruin the entire culture of a team, and I think any successful team is built on culture.
A lot of players still out there. Stephon Diggs. You got Tyreek Hill. A lot of speculation he may go back to Kansas City.
Yeah,
Get
that's
that
what I
old
heard.
gang back together again.
Yeah.
Kelsey has returned
Yeah.
another year. And of course, Mahomes, we'll see how he bounces back.
And they also grabbed Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker, right?
I mean, now they have a running game.
That's
Kansas
big.
City, listen,
They got a
with
solid
Mahomes
line.
at quarterback and the defense with Spagnuolo, watch out for Kansas City. I agree, they'll be
Kansas
back.
City on the comeback trail.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Was I eating the mic again?
Anthony Richardson's still out there at quarterback.
Was he released by the Colts?
Not, I don't believe yet. No.
But they're shopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Richardson, somebody's going to end up with him.
And I said from day one, when they drafted him that high, I didn't think he had 3 games at Florida, 4 games at Florida.
Ravens may make a play for Diggs. We'll see what develops there. They could use a receiver, to pair up with Zay Flowers. But also now they got Diego Pava now. They signed him to
Pavia, yeah.
Pavia, I meant to say, a 3-year contract.
Who did?
The Ravens.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
They're taking a chance on the 5'10". Well, hey, Russell Wilson did it at that height.
Yeah, and
Was
so did
successful
Drew
in the
Brees.
Super Bowl. Drew Brees, yeah.
And Pavi's
Doug
got some
Flutie.
athletic ability. Doug,
Do I hear a Doug Flutie?
I have
there?
Listen, I have a box of Flutie Flakes in my bedroom.
I bet you
I
do.
really do. Flutie Flakes. They were for his autistic kid. That's why he came up with that cereal, was
Right.
to raise money for his son.
Oh, yeah.
That was-
Actually, all in all, Doug Flutie.
Class.
Yeah.
Just a great guy. Now he's him and Frank Thomas do the
Nugenics.
Nugenics.
Or
Yeah.
something, yeah.
Hey, you want a better performance in
That's
the bedroom?
right. And your wife won't mind you using it too, right?
Yeah.
Something to that effect.
I ordered a case once those two guys were promoting it.
Oh, man.
I didn't mean for that part of it. I was talking about the gym part.
A lot of movement expected. We got the OTAs coming up, the mini camps in May.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, yeah.
Before you know it,
right
we'll be
now, 2
talking-
weeks away, they're away from
Yeah.
mini camps. So
Before you know it, the preseason will be here. Oh man, I tell you what, the year's flying by. Take a look at that. Today being the last day of April, that's a third of the year already gone.
brother,
Flew
really?
by.
And
It did fly by.
we've been doing this show now for close to 3 full months
Is that it?
together. I mean, just roughly speaking.
Yeah, but I mean, I tell you what, I love it. I enjoy coming out here every day.
Yeah.
Karaoke. What do you got there, karaoke?
Yeah.
Spill the beans.
Something to make you happy. The Knicks are already leading 3-0.
3-0 Knicks right out of the gate. 3-pointer. I'm guessing Brunson. 3-0 Knicks. What do we got? What are we doing? Can we get that on live? Can we get that on in the background so I can really be functional?
early on in that
ADD would really set in
So the Knicks winning in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
now.
Yeah,
And if they wrap it up, they could wrap it up.
they
right
could.
there.
Yeah, they will.
It's an
I think they are.
elimination
I think
game.
this is it. They had enough, and this is going to be.
They don't want to play around because the Hawks are capable.
because it will be Boston next. There's no question. I believe Boston. Well, man,
Oh,
I think
never
that would
hear
be.
that.
I think the NBA is starving for that matchup. I
Boston
really do.
and the Knicks.
I do. I mean, two big the markets. It would be good for basketball. I believe. You know, who do you really want to see? Orlando and
Cleveland?
I shouldn't say that. People in Orlando are not going to watch the
Orlando,
show.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you're right. I mean,
yeah.
television, from a television perspective, you do want to have primetime games, New York.
Sure. I
Los
mean,
Angeles,
they used to say that
Boston, Philadelphia, even.
right. Yeah, they would used to remember. They used to say that the Yankees bought championships, and everybody wants to see Yankees Red Sox or the Yankees Dodgers. You know what I mean? And the small market teams of Kansas City and stuff would spoil that. And then they said that the small market teams didn't have a chance because of referees or whatever were biased, and that was for the media market. So I don't know.
Well, hey,
I don't believe it.
You know, we have an email from Grant, and hey, that's cool. That's a cool name.
I like that. Grant Hill.
Grant.
My son-in-law's name is Grant Podsabinski. Great. He was a hockey player, University of Florida graduate.
Look at that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Funny that that name comes.
Yeah,
up on
maybe it is.
email.
Could be Grant. I wish it was Grant. He's a good kid.
Grant, and right here in Palm Coast too. We have at least one Grant in Palm Coast.
That's
Grant,
it.
Thanks for the email. So he's saying there seems to be a trend in television now that NBC has Sunday night games where they're showing a variety of teams instead of just Yankees, Mets, Red Sox, Dodgers, Cardinals, that kind of thing.
I don't see the problem with that.
No, I didn't think you would. But he says he's seeing a trend now on NBC's coverage where they're able to show
Other markets.
other teams.
Well, John, the
And they're starting the games at about 7 o'clock and finishing up at about 10:30, maybe a shade earlier
Yeah.
than ESPN did.
and
Hey, Grant, thanks for the email.
Yeah, Grant, thank you. Appreciate the following. But I can tell you this: if you go and there goes Tommy Thunder. I didn't mean to do that.
It was
I didn't mean
cloudy
to.
outside. Now
but
you're
I
bringing
no,
the
but but I was actually because he makes a good point, and I don't know with all the streaming and the only way to watch a game, you have to have MSG to watch the Yankees or Yes Network to watch the Yankees. You have to have this network to watch. NBC at least is doing that, at least like Peacock, but it's Peacock.
Yeah,
you have to have a
Peacock.
subscription
Right,
to do
Peacock,
it.
yeah.
You still have to have a subscription. You can't watch Major League unless you get the MLB package, and which is what $300 for the. I mean, it's a lot of money in order to see baseball and watch every team. Otherwise, if you're waiting for them, ESPN was famous. Yeah, ESPN played the Yankees a ton. And that's because of the market, and
Right.
and I used to love it as a person living outside of the state of New York. I got a lot of Yankee games for somebody living in a different state, and that's just because that's the demand was for the big market team. So I get it. That he makes a good point, but it is so hard to watch small market teams.
Well, if you're watching the Angels and the White Sox.
Yeah, the White Sox. Yeah, White Sox,
Tigers.
Twins.
I think
yeah.
they had the Tigers. Now that I think about what Grant was saying, I think just recently the Tigers. When was the last time the Tigers played on Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN?
Yeah, if
I
Scooble's
don't
pitching,
even
and again, it's like the only way you're going to get the Pirates.
you got to have the top.
You got to have
like
teams. Yeah. That's the only way they're going to do it. And if they know when it's 5-day rotation, they know when it's going to fall, who's going to be the starter. There's no fools running the industry.
It's all calculated.
Sure it is.
What gets the biggest, and it's hard to get the numbers.
And
There's
the
so many
Yankees. Yeah.
different outlets.
Yeah.
To get a few million viewers on a baseball game is an achievement. Look
Sure.
at the attendance at these stadiums now. They're making the stadium smaller.
Yeah.
40,000 at Yankee Stadium.
That's crazy,
Still
right?
achievable.
From 58 or 58 is where
Right.
the old Yankees. But again, you're right, and the reason is because they have to make the appearance that they're full when they're really not drawn. Because man, those seats behind home plate, those recliners that they have, they are beautiful leather recliners that you sit in, but they're $1,500 a game.
Got to take out a second
A
mortgage.
game.
Yeah.
Come on, who can do that?
Not
I mean,
too-
God bless the person who can.
Yeah.
I mean, good more power to him, but it's become a corporate world. And
Probably
that's
the
what
same
it is.
people can afford to pay $100,000
Well,
to play a
that's
song.
why people should share, like, view, and subscribe to our channel because they get all the intel.
That's it.
Courtney, very good time. Wow, look at even the producers gave a big grin. Good for you. That's true.
She
You
just
want
gave-
all the sports? We can give you everything you want.
She came up right up the middle there like
Right,
a
yeah.
scatterboo on a drum.
Scatterboo on a drop play. I was thinking.
I mean, it's
the same
incredible.
Exact
Same
thing.
exact
That's
thing.
so funny
Look
that
at
you said that.
It's because of karaoke
Yeah.
Courtney being a Giants
A
fan.
Scatterboo fan.
Yeah, we're channeling Scatterboo.
Yeah.
So I tell you what,
That's
that's
a good.
whole,
That was good. I like that. Yeah, that's a great way for. I wouldn't. You get quick on your feet. Yeah, Scatterboo. That's so funny you said that.
But again, that is good. It's good to mix up the coverage.
Yeah.
Because everyone's not a Yankee, Dodger,
No,
Mets.
you're right. And
fan. So it's good to have some variety out there.
Yeah,
and I
and-
guess NBC at this point recognizes it,
until they put a cap and a salary cap on baseball,
and that's going to happen.
it's got to.
has
I mean,
to
that's coming up. That's next year.
Yeah,
Next year is
27.
27. That's when the CBL, the collective CBA rather. That's when that comes up, and that's why those contracts that were signed recently, those big contracts, were all front loaded, and they were front loaded because they were anticipating a lockout. So I don't know what to tell you. That's why we've reached out to the Tortugas to do some shows
do a
out
live
there
show.
and really bring some of the Flagler County influence down to Volusia County to watch baseball. I talking with D Cook, who's the marketing guru down for them. They sold out Jackie Robinson Day. They had some great promotional weekends that they had, and they sold out. And but he said it's an influence up here, up north. They're killing it in Volusia County,
Right.
And they're looking for that people to travel, and 35 miles to go see baseball on the Intercoastal at one of the top 5 stadiums in the country.
And a good team.
And a
too.
good team, and just it's a great day. It's a great event to bring your family and have an outing like that, and so the whole family can enjoy baseball. It is single A, and that's been the knock, but
Football is king sport.
no question.
We've talked about it before. I've talked about it on other shows for that matter. You could play a 52-game schedule in the NFL.
And it would go-
right?
yeah.
And people would
Just-
just watch. Nobody's getting tired.
Yeah, and the bodies wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
handle it. They would have.
Despite controversies in the last 10, 15 years with the, taking a knee and all that stuff and
Deflategate.
and anthems and
Spot-
certain things.
yeah.
But people are still, football, the NFL, still king sport.
Yeah, I had a-
college too is.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Although I can tell you this, college football took a major hit, publicity-wise, with the NIL.
With the NIL.
I mean,
and it'll
because
continue to
because
do
that
so.
that guy that starting quarterback that you had, you think he's gonna be there for 4 years. He comes in as a 5-star freshman. He's getting recruited even as he has a good year, but then there's somebody on the bench that might have an opportunity to take his job. He transfers, and there's no
The portal's killing.
Yeah,
The
you used to transfer. It was a penalty to transfer. You lose a
Right.
year of eligibility. When they took that away, and then all the money that they're giving, look at Arch Manning. All that publicity for Arch Manning. Hey, he was the next coming of the Messiah. I mean, and
Are they
he
going to be
did.
teams tanking for Arch?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Arch has to have a good college year before they start
Right.
tanking.
I wouldn't risk anything
Yeah.
like that.
No.
But hey, here's one thing I wanted to bring up. Did you see perhaps Karaoke Courtney saw this, or maybe even you, Tommy Thunder, because I know you're very opinionated about the NCAA
Wait, what's the
tournament.
laugh?
The NCAA tournament they're talking about now,
78
78
teams.
Can you imagine?
No.
We were thinking 64 was a bit much.
Well, because when you come outside of the 64, I mean, when you get at 64, the 116 seed and all that, those
Yeah.
are teams that really aren't going to go win it. They're not going to go win it. So what are we expanding to 12 more teams that can't win it? Okay, so your less feelings are being hurt. That's all that's happening. If you ask me, my opinion,
Yeah.
The opinionated
Oh, no,
guy that
definitely.
got a chuckle at
Opinionated, yes.
karaoke.
You
The
never.
curmudgeon. Yeah. Hey,
What are you laughing at back there?
I know you.
I just would hate to see it become like the college bowls, where 6-6, even 5-7, and you end up being in a bowl game.
Yeah, but what happened? You know what I mean? They didn't get. It's just like the playoff. Now the college football playoff expanding to maybe what is it? They're going to go to 12 or 16.
Probably. I'm going to say probably 16.
Okay, so
To eliminate,
that's right, and
like that
but that
Notre
eliminates because you do have 16 possible teams that could go and win a national championship. I believe that.
I think
But
that's
out of
the cutoff.
76 teams, come on, man, 78 teams. After 50, those teams have no chance. They'll pull an upset, no question. But they're not taking it
But
all
they're
the
not
way.
going all the
They're
way.
not going to the Final Four.
No.
No way.
There's going to be upsets. You're right.
Yeah, no.
But they're not going to win it all. And you look at the women's tournament. It was the top seeds that finished there, the top four, and it's a beautiful thing. Hey, some things coming up this weekend. Of course, the NASCAR season continues. Texas Motor Speedway Sunday afternoon. Tyler Reddick, he's won 5 out of 10. Will he get back into the winner's circle this weekend? Kimi Antonelli, he's the hottest driver right now in Formula One racing. They've been missing in
Italian
action. And a young guy, too. I think he's only 19? Amazing. I mean, doing that at that age. But, of course, they start out so young. They're fantastic, those drivers, although they're not liking, the cars right now. They don't like the way the cars are performing, especially Max Verstappen. He's even talked about retiring. We'll see what develops on Sunday. And then, of course, you've got the Kentucky Derby, first Saturday in May. Further Ado might go in as the favorite there.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you're going back to that Verstappen and F1, the movie. Have you ever seen the movie?
I have yet to see that. Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
That movie?
Good. Yeah.
It was a good movie.
Good movie. But it just shows you what goes into for those cars, what they put into that. There's a team. When you say a team, they have a small city that works on those cars. And every sensor that they put on those cars is being managed by one person.
One
And that what the draft is. I mean, the drafting that they do and the different adjustments they make on the wing. It's crazy.
Kind of like the pressure our producer, Alan, goes through each
Yeah.
and every show.
Yeah.
He's
Trying to keep
managing,
you guys straight.
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
tweak this thing as we go along. Hey, let's close out our food sponsor tonight, Karaoke Courtney, as we begin to wrap things up.
Original Philly cheesesteak. Palm Coast, 1755 Palm Coast Parkway, 386-225-4198. Open noon to 8, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Thank you. And you know what? I want to thank those guys, really, for providing the food for today. Should I take another bite?
Oh,
I
yeah,
think I
take
will.
another bite.
Yeah, what the heck?
I mean, not
I'm
like
allowed. It'll keep me quiet for
we
the
don't
last
have
4
to
minutes.
twist your arm on that.
No.
minute.
Yeah. It was only 1 minute. All right, better eat this quick. No, the food is amazing. Please get out there, support them. It's a local company, a local restaurant. Great people, really. Go in there and mention that you saw it on the show, and I believe they'll maybe even give you a hat. He had a hat, but the food is amazing, really is. You you'll get it any way you want. Peppers, onions, cheese whiz, provolone. They've also got some cheddar that Brian threw at me today. Came over to me with the cardboard boat with the meat in it, and he had this cheddar that was out of this world. And my roommate, I came by and I had a little left of the cardboard boat and she tried it and was going crazy. She's like, I'm
Yeah, it
going
was
there.
great.
She was going there to go get a sandwich. Right after that, and a couple people I know from the program that I belong to, they were all heading over there to grab some food. So
My kind of place.
yeah, my mouth is watering as I'm talking to you.
I mean, steak and cheese, and I like cheese on cheese. That's how much I like cheese.
23
the
to
Chain,
13.
Chain Gang Sports Show coming to you on Thursday Night Live, 6:30 to 7:30 every Thursday night. We'll be back on Monday morning, 7 o'clock, or actually 6:30 to 7 o'clock on Monday night is when you'll be able to view Monday's show. We're broadcasting live from the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio, powered by the U.S. News and Entertainment Network. Things truly are better with us.
Wait, before we go,
Yeah.
we got a score update on the Knicks.
23 to 13.
Knicks are up. Mm-hmm. Knicks are up 10 on the road.
25-13. Look at that.
Knicks up
25,
12 on the road, baby.
12-point lead.
Go Knicks.
It may
Have
end
a
up
good night,
being a
guys.
rout. Yeah.
Have a great night.
Take care, everyone.
Peace.